does,
Well,
right?
feelings of being a good mom can go in the opposite direction real quick once the busyness of the school year begins. But don't do anything drastic like this bad mom wants to do. There are ways to handle the chaos.
That's right. So here with tips, we have whole self coach, author, and speaker Claudia Chan with us this morning. How you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
I'm so glad you're here. So I want to dive into your story a little bit, your background before we get to your tips. How did you get into this line of work?
Well, I've been an entrepreneur for my entire life.
Yeah.
And I wrote a book years ago. I was pregnant with my son or my daughter, and I had my 1-year-old son, and there was so much of life to manage between working full time, and I realized I needed to create a new coaching method called whole self coaching. And yes, there's media coaching, there's career coaching, there's life coaching, but by treating your whole life as the organization you are leading, it helped me shrink all the responsibilities that there are in life management.
I like that mindset.
Yeah, I know, it's great. Okay, so let's talk about, this time of year, everything gets real busy, especially for parents, and you talk about chronic busyness. Like, what is that and how can we manage it?
Yeah, and it's funny, I surveyed the moms at my school.
Yeah.
Shout out to St. John's Episcopal out there. And
it.
really the top big stressors, and I personally feel, but a lot of the moms feel, and parents, is number one, the sheer volume of responsibilities and duties, especially if you have more than one child. So there is, the morning, the drop off, the pickup, but also the extracurricular activities, the homework, to then the small nuanced, like making the meals and those little details and like picking up and doing the laundry.
Right.
And so it's a lot.
It is.
And not to mention transitioning from summer into the fall, getting your kids out the door when they've been, in the morning when they've been sleeping in late. Exactly.
Yeah. So let's talk about this, because I think this is incredible that you created this color coordinated guide.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about this? This is your schedule, right? Your school year schedule.
Right. So what happened was, and by the way, we always think about in society, there are so many coaching and training tools for job functions, for industries, but we lack them in the inner life. When it comes to family operations or aligning with your spouse, or even how do you manage that internal mental emotional stress. And so that's what the whole self curriculum does, is we make visible the invisible. And there's 60,000 thoughts a day. Did you know that? And so it is managing all of that. So my kids, this is our first season where they're on a sports team on soccer, Tampa Raiders.
Oh, fun.
And they have practice every single day and games on the weekends, not to mention flag football and other things.
Right.
So I had to literally lay this out. I color coded it. Everything from, my husband is a morning guy, so he does the breakfast and gets them dressed, and I get up a little later and I do the lunch, I get them out the door. And so we color coded our responsibilities, and in general given schedules, and then also the kids' activities. And it was more about getting it out of my head and onto paper, and it took off so much stress by doing it.
Okay, and this is something that you've kind of created a template, and so if someone wants to adopt it, they can get in touch with you.
Yes, actually, if you follow me on Instagram, Claudia Chan Wagner, I'll be able to, if you DM me, I'll send it to you. But this was in Canva, which is a graphic design tool.
Love Canva.
Or honestly, take markers and crayons, and really, it's creating whatever system works for you. But again, apply those business skills that you have, those educational skills, and make it visible. Project management.
I like it.
So a lot of people are working with a partner, a significant other. So how important is that communication?
So the first draft, let's just say the mom takes the lead on it, then it's be really intentional about setting time aside with your partner, if you have one, or even your caregivers or support system, and really get on the same page. And the goal is to get buy-in and have fun with it. Have a glass of wine while you're doing it. Or sometimes, like, I'll email it to my husband and I'll say, let's just pop on Zoom, even for like 10 minutes, just to align.
I love that.
And that is what it is. It's just we're so reactionary. We have meetings all the time about work, producing a segment.
Why not have meetings with your
and
loved
we're
ones?
conscious and calm, and yet when it comes to the home responsibilities, we're reactionary. And then we're resentful, and we get frustrated. And so it's about being more proactive. And really, at the end of the day, our family stuff comes first. We're working so hard for the family, and then the family, the connection interactions end up getting the leftover version of us.
Yeah, I want to quickly mention, you talk about having that meaningful connection also with your kiddos, and you have a fun game that I'd love for you to share with the audience.
Right, so the game is, well, we've talked a lot about operations, but connection.
Yeah.
Right? We're in the doing, but how about the being with your kids, right? And being present with your kids. So for example, drop off. And you probably only have like morning, afternoon, evening. How much time do you actually have in the day with your kids to have connection? So instead of saying, how was your day today, honey? And of course they have nothing to say. I say, oh, I play a game called What You Don't Know About Me Today. And so mommy had pancakes for lunch today, or mommy is going on TV to talk about back to school. You know, and then what do I not know about you today? And it's amazing what you find out about your children.
Oh my goodness.
So again, we have these creativity skills in our business. It's actually just creating the space to do them in your family life. And again, try to prioritize connection and release perfectionism as well. Like this is
Let that be first on the list.
Literally, I say I'm a proud imperfectionist.
I like that.
And so it's just about minimizing your stress and being easy on yourself.
Okay, these were fantastic tips.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
Them.
Thank you.
So if you'd like to get more tips, you can follow her on Instagram. Just search Claudia Chan Wagner.